Continued action now from the Extreme Festival of Motorsport here at Zwartkops, and it's Car Care Clinic SuperHatch that are about to go to battle. Always a big field and competitive field that gets put on by the SuperHatch category. At the front end, it's usually Jonathan du Toit and Brett Garland who will be going at it, but interesting to see a big step up from Andre Danhauser as he started to become a bit of a threat. Issues right from the word go though, as we saw Francois Henning pulling to the sideline. He was on pole position after the lucky draw and unfortunately didn't start the race, which left Danhauser with a bit of an open space in front of him and looked like he might have got the drop on du Toit as they went into turn 1 around the outside, and Andre Danhauser with a great start for the Pro Auto Rubber Opel. In the middle of the pack there, you can see them all starting to sort things out there, and Forget looking for a chance to get through early. On board here with Mal Spurs. Nick Martin gets up close and personal. Courtney Nickel on the outside, and that's Stoltz. Oh man, can you believe that? Problems there for Robert Stoltz as he pulled to the sideline in the Opel Cadet. Not the way he wanted to start things, that's for sure. As Nick Martin got into the thick of it, Class B looked good, but he had to try and find a way through there on Mal Spur. And the two of them going at it as the first two in Class A were just ahead of them. Toy eventually finding a way past and getting on Danhauser, and then it was Mal Spur looking to try and hang on ahead of the Class B contenders. And right on her tail was Vanna Petersen and Nick Martin. Further back, Craig Priestley eventually coming under threat from the Lopec car as the return of Stoltz got him through into a possibility of a top 10. Nick Martin out, parked on the sideline. Wouter Roos testing Louis Scholz's second car, and Louis Scholz also with some problems of his own as he pulled into pit lane. Toy got it all right and eventually opened up a decent margin over Andre Danhauser to take the first victory of the day in the Car Care Clinic SuperHatch. Second place went to Danhauser. Mal Spur took the victory in Class B, beating out Petersen and Donovan LaRue, and C's went to Shane Forget. Confirmation of those results. Du Toit taking the victory in Class A over Danhauser, Mal Spur, Petersen and LaRue the Class Bs, and it was Forget, Van Eck and Priestley, your top three in Class C.
Smaller grids, obviously people are battling, but the guys are here committed. We had a great outing. The Dunlop tyres are doing their job. Car Care Clinics making sure we're on TV, and all our associate sponsors, we just need to thank them because without them we're not going to be racing. Awesome to be back. SuperHatch will grow from strength to strength, and obviously I'm stoked to come back with a win. So here's to Heat 2.
Dunlop tyres now ready to go for heat number 2 as they get ready to go into turn number 1. Will Danhauser be able to capitalise on his pole position? He had such a good outing in the first one in the Pro Auto Rubber machine, and looks like yet again another great start from Danhauser. Good to see Francois Henning back. He's got that car sorted out. And diving through for Class B on his right from the word go there, Donovan LaRue and Mal Spur coming around the outside. We're going to be fighting hard there with Wouter Roos in Class Bs as well. Shane Forget looking for a way to capitalise on the reverse grid here. He has to come from the back of Class C now. Looks like it hasn't taken him too long. Courtney Nickel looking for a way through and squeezed out ever so slightly there. It's going to be very close between the Volkswagen products. All problems there for Wouter. Wouter slowing down as they came out of turn 2 and into turn 3. Very tight between the two of them though. And this is around the outside from Nick Martin. Nick Martin on Courtney Nickel. Nickel going to hold that inside line. In fact, he just holds the middle of the road. And Courtney Nickel was chatting to me in between the breaks of the racing, saying it's very difficult to sort of change up from a racing point of view. Inside line, where is that? Grass tracking big time. That's not what you want. Let's have a look at a replay now. Into turn 4, Mal Spur just getting it sideways, and as you can see, she catches it, gets back on the squirt, gets on the loud pedal, keeps the loud pedal down in the front wheel drive, and heading up towards turn 5. Problem for Danhauser. Danhauser's got a big issue there as he came out of turn 7, smoke from the tyres, and then off onto the sideline and out of harm's way, and fortunately out of the way of this big steam train of cars coming through here for SuperHatch. So it's Henning who leads things out now. Turn around here, basically 0 to hero here at this stage with du Toit all over the back of him, looking for a way to maybe spoil his day. It'll be awesome to see Francois Henning taking a victory. That'll be the first time a Volkswagen's taken a victory in Class A in a long time. We were hoping it was going to be Danhauser in the Opel, but this time out, Henning now leads out over du Toit. In the background, just trying to pick up, I think that might be Donovan LaRue leading out Class Bs. Nice to see there Freddie Watkins in the fight for Class C's as Forget starts to make his way through. Almira Van Eck is also in the hunt there too. So nice little fights happening all the way through and in every single one of the classes here for SuperHatch, as there always are. As they head up towards the top of the hill now, look at that, du Toit looking determined. Can he find a way past? He's going to have a big dive here coming down the hill towards G&H Transport Corner. Has he got it? Yes, he has. Henning has to give way there, and du Toit just squeezes him out. So Trans-Africa Racing hits the front yet again, and du Toit in the all-conquering Honda. Has to be said, probably one of the winningest cars ever in SuperHatch, that is for sure. Behind that, they start to mix it up, and Donovan LaRue is just having a bit of an issue there with Nick Martin. Nick Martin starting to close things down now onto the back end of Class A, and Henning could be in trouble here. In fact, DeToy could be, the way that Nick Martin is going at this stage in the Rex different gearbox machine. That Peugeot really going well and also turning things around. Class C battle at this stage. Forget has closed things down. Priestley's lost a little bit of ground, but the battle, and that's why. You can see there's just an issue there on the brakes for Craig Priestley. Coming under braking for turn 2. He's now going to just try and survive. But there's still a battle on there from Almira Van Eck, Freddie Watkins, and Shane Forget's point of view. We're on board here with Voterus. Stricken on the left-hand side. Yeah, that is, yet again. Francois Henning parked on the sideline. Checkered flag out. Easily done in the end now for DeToy. No worries at all. In fact, a long way back to Nick Martin, who takes second overall and the win in Class B ahead of Donovan LaRue and Mal Spur. It's a good overall result there for Mal Spur. Courtney Nicol just behind her, taking 4th place in the Bs. Confirmation, A's went to DeToy. Martin, LaRue, Spur, Nicol, the Class Bs, and Class C, Forget, Van Eck, and Watkins beating up Craig Priestley. Let's catch up with double winner, Jonathan DeToy.
It was very good. Luke, tell me, how did Dad drive?
Fine.
Fine. Callum, did Dad crash into anyone?
No.
Oh, thank goodness. First race went quite well, second race went quite well. Unfortunately, our competition isn't really here today. So yeah, we're struggling with a bit of a miss, but things are all going fine.
All this Extreme Festival of Motorsport action is proudly brought to you by G&H Transport and Car Care Clinic.